Oh, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Richa.
Good morning.
What's up? What's going on? क्या चल रहा है? Hello, any sharing? What's going on? What magics are you seeing in your life? किसी को कुछ शेयर करना है? So मैं शेयर करती हूँ. Yesterday's magic was, the magical world of work. कल मुझे प्रैक्टिस करके इतनी प्यारी ओपनिंग हुई, इतनी प्यारी ओपनिंग, वर्क्स लाइक मैजिक. इतनी प्यारी ओपनिंग हुई कि जैसे स्टाफ को ट्रेन करने में ना ऐसा लगता है एक स्टाफ चले गया, दूसरा स्टाफ आएगा, अब उसको कैसे ट्रेन करे, बार बार यही काम तो रह गया क्या, ये वो. एंड आई वाज on a loop carrying this negativity or frustration or irritation or what you say, एक अनसेट फ्रस्ट्रेशन कि यार मैं तो नहीं करूंगी ट्रेन. अगर स्टाफ आएगा तो अपना दूसरा स्टाफ ट्रेन करेगा. और मैं 1-to-1 है ना स्टाफ को टीम बिल्डिंग करना ही छोड़ दी थी मैंने. टीम बिल्डिंग मतलब हायरिंग में कर रही हूँ पर ट्रेनिंग देने में मुझे जोर आ रहा था. yesterday when I practiced gratitude for the team and everyone, I got a very good opening ki so मैं काम किसके लिए कर रही हूँ? I'm there to serve the customer. At the same time मेरा कर्म बनता है to uplift the another human being, right? So if someone is coming to me in my space of work and if I am employing the other person, it's not just about earning the profit and working. जो एक तरह से लूप में चलने लग गया कि काम करना, इतना काम है. I realized yesterday it's about being of service. So if I'm being of service and that's at the core of my value and my intention is to uplift each and every human being on this planet, then if I am getting an employee and if the staff is changing, why not I give my 100% to that staff to uplift the another person. So it's about the intention setting and the context of how I am looking at the other person or the situation. So yesterday I could be really frustrated, and जब मैं frustrated होती हूँ, and when I'm frustrated or I'm like कि why this and why that and this should not happen and the other staff should train, I in my capacity is not in the position of training the staff and this and that. So that was a continuous complaint I've been running from past 7 months after doing the Rahul Jain course of automation, that this should be done automatically. But yesterday I was like, no, yaar. And I was resisting. So I was not able to see the reports. I was not willing to sit and do Excel. It was like, it's not my thing to do and someone else should do and all of that. So yesterday it was not about that. And yesterday I was willing to put an extra effort in the work because I was grateful that I at least have some work to do, and at least I have a team, and at least I have a business, and at least I have staff of 20 people. At least I'm earning money. At least this is good and that is good. And I was like, okay, let's just do it. And when I just did it, it was not work for me. I was really enjoying doing it. I was amazed. Wow, because I figured out a new way of working, which I was not using before. And so I did the whole training on Google Meet and Zoom, like the one I'm doing in the class. And I was like, yeah, it's so similar like reading magic book. And I love doing so. And so I really enjoyed training the manager yesterday, and I was like, wow, I can do this daily. So if I do that daily, and if I do that daily with each department and each staff, I can see faith and patience growing many, many, many fold. All my problems will be solved. जो मुझे bottlenecks आ रहे हैं कि मेरे पास अभी ऑफिस नहीं है, my factory is under development, and I don't have a space to sit and train and meet people. I did everything online yesterday, and it was so powerful that even the staff was delighted. Ki, yaar, I also want to do all the meetings with other staff on Zoom meeting only. So, yeah, and this in knowledge, in awareness, I knew because Rahul sir only told us to do all the meetings on the Zoom. But in past 6 months, I didn't do it because I was resisting it. So, yeah, so yesterday when I actually practiced gratitude, I was like excited to do it, and I just did it. And it was like, oh my God, this is something I don't know why I was resisting, because this is something I really love also to do. So yeah, it was magical. Even the staff was so happy. And now I'm aware that, I can really, so the new possibility for me, which has opened up, is that I can really build up a team, which I was like struggling. Ki yaar, if even if I hire, I don't know how to check the work. I don't know how to communicate. I don't know, how to be in contact with such a big team I have. So yeah, so I'm very grateful for yesterday's practice, which is works like magic. Okay, any sharing anybody wants to do before we do the magical way out of negativity? Anybody, please share. Are you guys doing count your blessings and the magic rock practice daily? It's not possible that you will not get magic results if you're practicing it the way it has to be practiced. Nobody wants to share? Hello? Ashish, you have to share. कहीं से भी ढूंढ के लाओ, मुझे नहीं पता. I want sharing.
Yeah, I'm just very happy and delighted that I'm continuously attending for 1 week, and now today I'm there day 7, because last year I could not reach to this point. So if I
Ah,
am reached to this point, I'm
congratulations.
daily practice. That is also very good. So I'm
Yes.
patting on my back, thanking myself.
Okay, perfect. And what was the challenge last time in attending the class, and what is it that you have overcome in this session?
Last year, 2 times I tried, one on myself. So that was like a lack of commitment. Only 3, 4 days I could do. And
Hmm.
your class, I
So what
tried to
was
join.
stopping you from doing it is what I'm asking.
Basically, same thing, lethargy and our matlab, resistance of the body, and not following the practice. Actually, read 3, 4 chapters, but did not apply the practice, so could not find the result. So that much gratitude was not coming. It source of the positive energy which is coming now, that was lacking there.
Got it. Perfect. Wow.
So
Hmm.
yesterday, although it became late, also
Anything
I
you
did.
created in works like magic? Did you practice for your work? Any opening? It is not so it's not necessary कि आपको जो opening हुई हो वो physical realm में हुई हो, आपको कोई idea आया हो, आपको एक देखने का तरीका नया दिखा हो. That's also an opening.
Yeah, matlab, that why I'm seeing that in the business, the result is coming now, because last year, although I could not do so many chapters, for first 1 week I did. So in that also, that work like magic was the last chapter which I covered. So before that time, my thought was like, मतलब शुरू में सब स्टाफ मतलब काम चोर हैं, मतलब और कुछ लोग चोरी करते हैं, बहुत बदमाश हैं, ऐसा, like the thought process towards the staff was negative. So that time I started little bit changing, that I wrote dream list that I have good staff and ईमानदारी से काम कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं. And it took 6 months. Now I am seeing the result that slowly those bad staffs have left, or I have removed them, and in place of them very good staffs have come. The service manager has
That
come very good.
that also, and understand whatever dialogue we hold here, and hear about ourselves and others for our people. That's how the people in our surrounding shows up.
uh,
Oprah Winfrey says that the biggest power of any successful leader is they see potential in people around them, the kind of potential the people themselves don't know or uh, know about. So they make sure that people around them see themselves as bigger than themselves. They say if you think some Ashish is this and that, and he's not good, or he's doing but he's not doing enough, and this and that and this. But when you are talking to me and when you are in my space, because I will hold my thought about you in such a strong form and vibrancy that Ashish is extraordinary at his work, that you will show up as extraordinary. Like you will be like, i- if you come in my aura, you will be like, yeah, I can't disappoint Richa. I will, I really want to delight her, and I will work like this. I'm giving you an example. That is because of my aura. So Oprah Winfrey says the biggest quality of a leader is a person who sees or shows the other person their own potential which they couldn't see before.
yeah,
They always make sure that in their surroundings people feel inspired, and people see themselves as a bigger person as they might not see if Oprah was not there,
mm,
because of her warmth and way of looking and way of dealing. Even for that matter, Tony Robbins, the way he will see you and me will be very different from the way people around us see us. And in their seeing of us in a certain way, we show up as a greater potential, as a greater human being.
um,
So today morning I played I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. Yes, I am best. ये morning में if you are giving yourself, एक तो होता है सुबह उठते ही morning, once you get up you are cribbing, I didn't do this, I didn't do that today morning, I don't know what to do, I have so much of work, can I just sleep, I don't want to attend the class, this and that and this and that, and or I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. Yes, I am best. It will be a good day. It will be fun. I am so excited. It's a generation. And Shah Rukh Khan shared, that he does this thing every morning.
acha,
Once he gets up, the first thing he thinks about is I'm the best. And he repeats as affirmation. So it's और कुछ नहीं ये तो in our Bollywood we have this music I'm the best, and it's such a nice music and a song. कुछ नहीं, continuous for a month, just play this in the morning उठते. So you're generating the happiness and the joy and the greater emotions in you, and then you will start showing up as that. Okay, thank you
and
Ashish for
one
sharing.
more practice I implemented that was also like giving very good positive feeling. That in that Magic Money chapter, it was written that when we give money to others, we should be grateful. Uh, we should thank them for their service. So whenever I'm giving staff salary, so last 1 2 months I am practicing that. I'm instead of telling everybody individually in the morning, I bring them in the meeting and I tell them today I will give salary and thank you everybody for your service. And 5 minutes I give lecture to them also that how they should improve their relation to the money. That they
Oh
should be grateful
wow!
for,
Oh wow! Oh
they
wow!
should be grateful for their uh, whatever money from wherever the source they are receiving. So that
Oh
creates a very
wow!
positive atmosphere in the
Very
show.
nice.
And I tell them that not to compare with others and not to complain about the money. They
Hmm.
can take that from the accounts department clearly with their attendance and the amount how much they got, but not complain, and they should always aspire for more, work hard. That is another thing. But whatever they are getting, at least they should thank God. So this month also I told, and then I gave the salary, and it was like a very good positive atmosphere.
Mm.
The complaints are reducing, and we also feel positive. I don't feel like that ये काम नहीं करता, ये स्टाफ को इतना ज्यादा सैलरी क्यों दे रहे हैं.
You know,
So that thought is not coming.
yeah. And I don't know, I'm just getting present that we have that, Jai Lakshmi Mata, Om Lakshmi Mata, कि सब कुछ तुझसे आता, घर परिवार का सुख तुझसे आता, खाने पीने का सुख तुझसे आता. That is what it is, gratitude. The language has changed, but it's the same science. And as a kid, I used to feel, "Hey, what kind of prayer is this?" I didn't understand. It's what we are doing, gratitude in our language to the goddess Lakshmi, which is the goddess of wealth, or we just saying thank you to the wealth. So कुछ नहीं तो सुबह सुबह मेरे को लगता है रोज ही लक्ष्मी माता की पूजा कर लो ऑफिस में. Why not? Like easy form of practicing gratitude when you have to do it with the labor, you see, and the whole bigger team. Okay, perfect. Anybody who wants to share anything, something is opening up for them. Please share. बिना शेयरिंग के क्या मजा आएगा, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा. मतलब मैं पढ़ दूंगी बुक, तो वो तो आप खुद भी पढ़ सकते हो ना. बिना शेयरिंग के मजा नहीं आएगा. Guys,
गुड मॉर्निंग रिचा.
good morning,
कल
Rohit.
कल हाँ पर्स में डाल करके 3 नोट ले करके घूम रहा था कि किसी नीडी को दूंगा. तो ऑफिस से लौटते में जो है मेरे को लगा कि चलो भाई मंदिर देख ले, आज थर्सडे है तो साईं बाबा के मंदिर के ऊपर कोई मिलेगा, कहीं मिलेगा. लेकिन आई कुड नॉट फाइंड. अब 3-4 लोग थे वहां पे, तो मेरी हिम्मत नहीं पड़ी कि मैं इनको पैसे दे दूं, क्योंकि वो उस तरह के थे. मैं कुछ दूसरी तरह की कोई पिक्चर दिमाग में घूम रही थी. आई कुड नॉट गिव हिम, तो गिव देम द मनी जो मेरे पर्स में थे. आज भी सुबह रखे हुए हैं, तो मैं सोचा था आज फिर ट्राई करूंगा, नहीं इकट्ठा करके किसी को दूंगा. तो वैसे क्या करना चाहिए मेरे को?
The thing is, it's so I
तो
so in
पैसे
the
नहीं
magic
छूटे
money,
मेरे हाथ से. कुल
huh?
मिला के वो पैसे मेरे हाथ से नहीं छूटे. स्मॉल मनी, इट वाज स्मॉल मनी, लेकिन वो
Yeah.
मेरे हाथ से नहीं छूटा.
So the exercise was to choose any three notes that you will give to any three people. You find three needy people and give them.
या
And while you're giving them, you generate, the gratitude for the money that while giving them. इसका मंगल हुए रे, इसका मंगल हुए मतलब may he prosper with this money. May
ओके.
this money be a blessing for this person. Like that.
या
And
विद
when,
दैट फीलिंग.
and when
लेकिन
you
मेरे लेकिन मैं जजमेंटल हो गया वहां पे, ज्यादा जजमेंट करने लगा कि नहीं यार इसको तो ये पता नहीं क्या करेगा इस पैसे का. तो मतलब क्योंकि जिस तरह के बंदे थे, तो मेरे हाथ से पैसे नहीं छूटे वो.
so Rohit, understand what we are doing is we are trying to train this only, this nature of us.
या
To have a very negative relationship with money, money is bad, the money will be misused, and it's not necessarily
या
thinking,
इट्स.
you're thinking this about the other person only. You may think about yourself also. That are you misusing your money? Are you misusing your money?
या तो उस समय क्या मेरे को दे देना चाहिए था वो मनी उसको?
No. First, understand this concept, Rohit. Be conscious. Do you in your life also always are concerned about money?
हाँ, मनी के लिए तो कंसर्न रहता
Concerned
ही
in the
है.
sense कि is it being used properly? Waste तो नहीं हो रहा, waste तो नहीं हो रहा, money waste तो नहीं हो रहा. Are you stuck in the loop?
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. कई कई जगह फ्री फ्लो भी होता है
Hmm.
एक्सपेंसेस में.
Hmm.
या ठीक है यार, और फ्यूचर में कभी होगा, इसका आज खर्च कर देते तो फ्यूचर में कुछ
तो
ना कुछ
investment
रिटर्न
होगा.
मिलेगा.
I am saying when you are
हाँ
giving money to the other person, like your wife or your children, are you
हाँ.
always concerned?
नहीं, इतना नहीं होता, नहीं
Okay,
होता कंसर्न.
okay. इतना नहीं होता, थोड़ा होता है.
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
आपके
बिल्कुल
हिसाब
होता
से
है.
थोड़ा होता होगा, सामने वाले को लगता होगा कि he is very concerned.
या
Are you
या
understanding?
एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली.
आपको लगता होगा because you can't see your own self. But if you were not able to part with 10 rupee note or 50 rupees note yesterday, then there is something you need to shift in your relationship with money.
या
Okay, let's try today.
या डेफिनेटली आई विल ट्राई टुडे आल्सो.
Okay, yes. So whoever wants to attract abundance of money and wants to increase the flow of money, this is a very, very powerful exercise and you can do it daily.
या
Okay, okay, Devrat?
This exercise is to be done daily, this
Yes,
practice.
I'm saying if you want to increase the flow of money and if you want to uh, improve your relationship with money 20, 100 times, then you must do it and do it with blessing. Bless the money and give. Bless the money and give. You will amaze how you see money will transform in this exercise. With this practice, the way you see money will be transformed. You will start seeing it as a blessing. You will start seeing it as it's not me who is giving, it's the universe who is supplying everybody with the money. And you will start feeling blessed. You will, the fear of having money, handling money, spending money, earning money will start to disappear with this exercise. Okay. Anybody wants to share anything before we start day 7, the magical way out of negativity? See, we are going to enter into the light. A thankful person is a thankful under all circumstances. A thankful person is thankful under all circumstances. Whether it's a relationship in turmoil, financial pressure, a lack of health, or problems in a job, negative situation arise because of lack of gratitude over a long period of time. If we are not grateful for each thing in our lives, we are unintentionally taking those things for granted. Taking things for granted is a major cause of negativity. Because when we take things for granted, we are not giving thanks in return. And we stop the magic happening in our life. Just as giving thanks to others will always lead to our life magically increasing, so must taking things for granted always lead to our life decreasing. जब अपन बोलते हैं ना इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है, यही तो है, ये तो होता ही, ये तो सबके पास ही होता है, ये तो मिनिमम है, इसमें क्या ग्रेटफुल करूं, इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है, दैट मीन्स दैट टाइम वी आर टेकिंग थिंग्स फॉर ग्रांटेड. And when we take things for granted and we don't even know that we are taking things for granted, it's so subconscious. We decrease the quality of life. Just as giving thanks to others will always lead to our life magically increasing, life magically increasing. Matlab, when you are being grateful, your liveliness will increase first. Number one. सबसे पहले, you will start experiencing joy and happiness in your life when you will start giving gratitude. So must taking things for granted always lead to our life decreasing. If you see in relationship, the other person is always if the other person is complaining, they always complain about only one thing, that you take me for granted. You don't value me. You take me for granted. You don't value me. Maybe it your children. Children may say, you don't value me. You don't give me time. You don't value me. Your wife or your husband or your in-laws or your friends. I don't know. I don't see any complaint in which at the core this is not there. And if you're just giving thanks, being grateful for a person, you will give them time, you give them love, you will give them appreciation, then the other person feels very loved and appreciated in your surrounding, in your aura or in your presence. Why? Because you may be being grateful for that person. You may say it or not say it, you may speak it or not speak it. The other person will feel if you are treating them specially or not specially through feelings. If you're being grateful for someone from inside, the other person will feel it. You don't need to speak or do anything for that. Are you grateful for your health when it's good? Or do you only notice your health when your body gets sick or hurt? Are you grateful for your job every day? Or do you only value your job when you hear there will be cutbacks? Are you grateful for your pay or salary every single time you receive it? Or do you take your pay or salary for granted? Are you grateful for your loved ones when everything is running smoothly? Or do you only talk to others about your loved ones when there are problems? Are you grateful for your car is working well? Or do you only think of your car when it breaks down? Are you grateful to be alive each day, or do you only think of your car, uh, or do you take your life for granted? Taking things for granted results in complaining, negative thoughts, and words. So, when you complain, by the law of attraction, you must bring more things into your life to complain about. अब मुझे इसका कोई ना कोई एग्जाम्पल दो प्लीज. How in your life are you taking things for granted? Are you having complaints or negative thoughts? Or you speak negative words consciously and consciously? Any example, anybody? How in your life are you taking things for granted?
Mostly, like I want to share, like in the business field example, like हमारा showroom business है, dealership है, franchisee है. So when this was not there, that that time to get this thing was a big deal. कितने पापड़ बेले, कितने मेहनत करे तब जाके डीलरशिप मिला. So sometime when this thought comes that कंपनी ऑफिसर से कभी कभी झगड़ा हो जाता है कि आप लोग सुनते नहीं है, अपने हिसाब से काम करते हैं, तो समटाइम दिस थॉट कम दैट ये काम छोड़ देंगे, लाइक इट हैपेंड लास्ट ईयर. सो दैट टाइम आई थॉट दिस थिंग दैट this thought should not come next time. Then I thought that how I got this job, matlab this business, how I got. So then as soon as I remember the starting thing, that gratitude came, then negative thought went aside only. So then
Yes,
the problem was still there, but the approach to the problem, the solution came from a different angle.
perfect.
Not that leaving the business is not the solution.
हाँ,
Then I
अभी
thought that this is coming because of we are taking
perfect.
granted.
Ashish, I want you to start seeing the areas of your life which are not working. जो आपकी लाइफ में काम नहीं कर रहा ना,
Mhm.
उस एरिया में देखो what are you complaining about and what are you taking for granted.
जिस फैमिली रिलेशंस में होते हैं, ये स्पाउस वगैरह के साथ में, वी गेट सो
Yes,
बिजी, सो
yes,
वी डोंट
yes,
गिव देम
yes,
टाइम,
yes.
so they complain
What?
that we are taking them for
Just
granted.
ask yourself, what is it that you're being taking for granted in your wife or in your spouse or in your relationship?
Yeah, this is a very common example. Like in every household or our lives, we don't
I don't want a common example. I want you to focus on yourself and your life. Ask yourself, what is
don't
it
don't
I
value
am?
our caretakers or the people who are offering us the service, our house helps. You know, if they're
I
waiting, if they're
Yeah,
doing something for us, we don't value their efforts.
yes, and I
Many
am
of the time,
asking, जो एरिया ऑफ लाइफ आपके लिए काम नहीं कर रहा, it's time that you start seeing and asking yourself, what is it in this area of life which is not working, I am taking for granted. कल मैंने यही किया है. मैंने अपने वर्क में ना कंप्लेन क्यों कर रही थी, बिकॉज आई वाज टेकिंग इट फॉर ग्रांटेड कि स्टाफ है, उनको अपना आप कर लेना चाहिए ना, मैं क्यों ट्रेन करूं. मेरे अंदर से ग्रेटिट्यूड आ ही नहीं रहा था उन लोग के लिए, और नहीं आ रहा था तो मैं ट्रेन नहीं करना चाहती थी, मैं अपना टाइम नहीं देना चाहती थी अपने स्टाफ को. एंड इट वाज अ बिग ब्रेक डाउन फॉर मी yesterday एंड अ ब्रेक थ्रू, बिकॉज ब्रेक डाउन तो मैंने कल डिक्लेयर किया, कह ले कि हाँ भाई देयर इज अ ब्रेक डाउन इन दिस एरिया ऑफ लाइफ, कि मेरे को टीम नहीं बना पा रही, बहुत बड़ा ब्रेक डाउन है और ये बार बार हो रहा है और मुझे पता भी नहीं है. एंड आई वाज जस्ट कंप्लेनिंग बट आई वाज नॉट अवेयर कि आई वाज कंप्लेनिंग. So I am asking you, ask yourself, what is it that I am being ungrateful for in the situation which is not working for me?
या आई थिंक ऋचा की जब भी हम किसी को कोई नेगेटिव वर्ड्स बोलते हैं या
मेरे
कुछ
को
भी
थ्योरी
फाउल
नहीं
वर्ड
चाहिए,
बोलते हैं,
मुझे
नहीं
थ्योरी
नहीं,
नहीं
जो मेरे
चाहिए.
मेरे
आप
मेरे में भी, तो इट मींस कि दैट टाइम आई हैव टेकन हिम फॉर द ग्रांटेड.
नहीं, मेरे को थ्योरी नहीं चाहिए. मैं पूछ रही हूँ आपकी कौन सी एरिया ऑफ लाइफ में आप थिंग्स फॉर ग्रांटेड ले रहे हो.
तो मतलब मोस्ट ऑफ द सिचुएशंस ये
मोस्ट ऑफ द
जो है वो
सिचुएशंस नहीं चाहिए.
मतलब ये
रोहित, आप ये
हाई
क्लास क्यों कर रहे हो, आप ग्रेटिट्यूड प्रैक्टिस क्यों कर रहे हो?
जस्ट टू अवॉइड दीज थिंग्स ओनली.
अवॉइड व्हाट इन योर लाइफ?
ये
which
ये जो
area of
चीजें,
life that which area of life do you really want to create magic in?
yeah, in business, in personal relationships, and
Be
many
very very
many other things.
specific. Start going into specifications and going deep now is my invitation.
Yeah. So for health, you can say,
Hmm.
uh, for my business, of course,
No
for
no
my
no, so
personal
अगर हेल्थ पकड़ा
relationship,
तो अब हेल्थ पे बात करो. हेल्थ
हाँ,
में how are you taking things for granted?
ग्रांटेड में यही था जैसे कि सब साधन है, लेकिन हेल्थ पे अब जैसे ये है, अभी मैं इस वजह जैसे मेरे को थोड़ा मोटिवेशन आया, ग्रेटिट्यूड आया और भी चीजें आई, मैंने वो देखा अपने जो है आईपैड पे, वो लगाया हुआ था नोट की हेल्थ इज, मतलब जो जो परसों अपने हुआ वर्ड्स मेरे
The
को नहीं
gift,
याद है, तो
the
वो
health
देखा
is a
मैंने.
gift of life. Yeah.
या गिफ्ट ऑफ लाइफ. तो इमीडिएटली आई हैव शिफ्टेड, मतलब क्लास अब मैं ये अभी उससे कर रहा हूँ, अपने ट्रेडमिल से कर रहा हूँ कि यार घर में पड़ी हुई है और मैं इस चीज को ग्रांटेड ले लिया, पड़ी है ठीक है, तो इसको मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ.
Very nice, very nice.
हाँ,
That's
क्योंकि
one step.
मैं सोचता था यार 40-50 मिनट योगा कर लिया, सर आएंगे अभी योगा कराएंगे, दैट इज इनफ. लेकिन मेरे को लगा चलो यार ये है, इसको क्यों, मेरे को हेल्थ इज प्रेशियस. तो
ठीक
इस
है,
तरह से मेरे को
perfect.
चेंज हो रहा
Perfect. Wow. Very good.
है. हाँ.
So it's a very, very, you know, very small thing, but a very big breakthrough because your way of looking at things is changing. मेरा इनविटेशन ये है, जिस एरिया ऑफ लाइफ में आपको ब्रेक थ्रू क्रिएट करना है और जहाँ पे आपको लगता है आप कॉन्स्टेंटली बहुत लंबे समय से फंसे हुए हो, उसमें आस्क योरसेल्फ व्हाट आर यू बीइंग अनग्रेटफुल फॉर,
Yes.
and that will actually open up a new world for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Very true.
If you are, you can mute yourself. If you're complaining about the weather, the traffic, your boss, your spouse, your family, a friend, a stranger, Rohit, mute yourself, please.
Okay.
If you're complaining about the weather, the traffic, your boss, your spouse, your family, a friend, a stranger, waiting in lines, bills, the economy, the cost of something, or the service of a company, you're not being grateful. And you are pushing your dream life further away with every complaint. अपन ने पहले वाले चैप्टर में पढ़ा था ना, फॉर एवरी कंप्लेन यू डू यू नीड टू राइट 10 ब्लेसिंग्स टू कट दैट कंप्लेन ऑफ. सो कंप्लेन करने से पहले 100 बार सोचो कि हाउ आर यू कटिंग ऑफ योर ब्लेसिंग्स. अब जनरली कभी कभी आप कंप्लेन को रेजिस्ट करोगे, अवॉइड करने की कोशिश करोगे तो नहीं हो पाएगा. उसी वक्त यू हैव टू जस्ट स्टार्ट काउंटिंग ब्लेसिंग्स इन दैट एरिया ऑफ लाइफ. एंड व्हेन यू डू दैट, समथिंग न्यू विल ओपन अप फॉर यू. Now you understand that complaining, negative thoughts, and words, and taking things for granted stops the good in your life. Now you understand when something goes very wrong, you have unintentionally not been grateful enough. It's impossible to be negative when you are grateful. या तो आप grateful हो सकते हो या आप ungrateful हो सकते हो. या तो आप happy हो सकते हो या आप sad हो सकते हो. या तो आप लव में हो सकते हो या आप फियर में हो सकते हो. लव का ऑपोजिट फियर है, हेट नहीं है, फियर है. इट्स इम्पॉसिबल टू बी नेगेटिव व्हेन यू आर ग्रेटफुल. इट्स इम्पॉसिबल टू क्रिटिसाइज एंड ब्लेम व्हेन यू आर ग्रेटफुल. It's impossible to feel sad or have any negative feeling when you are grateful. The best news is that if you have any negative situations in your life currently, it won't take a long period of time to transform them with gratitude. The negative situations will disappear in a puff of smoke, just like a magic. First, as difficult as it may be, you have to look for things to be grateful for in the negative situation. मैं आपको लोग को इनविटेशन दे रही हूँ कि आप अपना अपना एरिया ऑफ लाइफ जो नेगेटिव है आपकी लाइफ में या जो वर्क नहीं कर रहा, आप जिस तरह से चाहते हो काम करने उस तरह से नहीं कर रहा, उस सिचुएशन को अपने दिमाग में पकड़ लो एंड स्टार्ट लुकिंग फॉर थिंग्स दैट यू आर अनग्रेटफुल फॉर. यू आर अनग्रेटफुल फॉर. No matter how bad things are, you can always find something to be grateful for, especially when you know that your gratitude will magically transform every negative situation. Walt Disney, who knew about the true magic of life, showed us how to do this in his movie Pollyanna. जिसने पॉलियाना मूवी नहीं देखी, वो पॉलियाना मूवी देखनी बहुत 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 जरूरी है. लाइफ ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग मूवी है ये. Disney's 1960 movie Pollyanna featured the glad game, which had a profound effect on me when I was a child. I played the glad game featured in the movie through my childhood and adolescence. To play the glad game, you look for as many things you can be glad about, especially in a negative situation. Finding things to be glad about or finding things to be grateful for in a negative situation make the solution appear. ये बोल रहा है कि जो भी आपकी नेगेटिव सिचुएशन है, अगर आप उसमें ग्रैटिट्यूड और चीजें ढूंढोगे जिसके लिए आप ग्रेटफुल हो सकते हो, आपको सोल्यूशन अपने दिमाग में अपने आप आ जाएगा. इतना मैजिकल है ये. Walt Disney demonstrated the magical power of gratitude in Pollyanna, and thousands of years earlier, Buddha demonstrated the way to use the same magical power when he said, "Let us rise up and be thankful. For if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So let us all be thankful." Gautam Buddha. Let Buddha's words be your inspiration, and today take one problem or negative situation in your life that you most want to resolve and look for 10 things to be grateful for. I know it can be challenging to begin this practice, but Buddha is showing you the way to do it. Make a written list of 10 things on your computer or in your gratitude journal. As an example, your problem might be that you are out of work or and despite your best efforts, you are still unemployed. To magically turn the situation around, you have to do a concentrated practice of gratitude on the situation. Now understand, अपन अब कंसंट्रेशन के थ्रू जा रहे हैं. अभी तक अपन ग्रैटिट्यूड भारी भारी से कर रहे थे, अपन अब डीप में जा रहे हैं, अपन कंसंट्रेटेड ग्रैटिट्यूड यूज कर रहे हैं हर चीज में. Here are some examples of what you might say. I'm so grateful to have had more time for my family during this period. जब उसके पास जॉब नहीं थी तो ये practice gratitude. I'm grateful to I'm so grateful to have had more time for my family during this period. I'm grateful for my life is a lot better order because of the spare time I have had. I'm grateful I've had a job most of my life and that I am experienced. I'm truly grateful that this is the first time I have been unemployed. I'm grateful there are jobs out there and more new jobs are appearing each day. I'm grateful for all the things I've learned in applying for jobs and in going for interviews. I'm grateful that I have my health and I can work. I'm grateful for my family's encouragement and support. I'm grateful for the rest I have had because I needed it. I'm grateful that through losing my job, I've realized how much having a job means to me. I had never realized that until now. As a result of the unemployed person's gratitude, they will attract different circumstances and their situations must and will magically change. The power of gratitude is greater than any negative situation, and there are unlimited ways that the negative situation can change. अपन को लगता है यार किसी भी प्रॉब्लम का एक सोल्यूशन है, पर हर एक प्रॉब्लम का यूनिवर्स के पास अनलिमिटेड वेज है to change the negative situation. So you don't have to think about कैसे होगा क्या होगा. Universe आपको बताएगा the best, shortest, easiest way of getting out of the negative situation. All you have to do is practice gratitude and watch the magic take place. Let's take another example. A son whose relationship with his father is troubled. The son feels that no matter what he does, it never seems to be good enough for his father. I'm grateful that the most of the relationships in my life are really good. I'm grateful to my father for working hard so that I could have the education that I didn't get to have, that he didn't get to have. I'm grateful to my father for supporting my family through my childhood because I didn't have a clue then how much hard work and money it took to keep our family going. I'm grateful to my father for taking me to basketball every Saturday when I was a child. I'm grateful for is my father is not as tough on me these days as he used to be in the past. I'm grateful that my father cares so much about me because he wouldn't be tough if he didn't care so much. I'm grateful through my relationship with my father, I've learned to have compassion and a greater understanding with my children. I'm grateful to my father for showing me how important encouragement is in raising happy, confident children. I'm really grateful when I get to laugh with my father. Some people never got to do that because they didn't have a father. And for others who have lost their father, they will never have the chance to laugh with their father again. I'm so truly grateful that I have my father, because amid the tough times, there have been good times, and there will be more good times ahead with my father. As a result of son's heartfelt feelings of gratitude for his father, he will change their relationship for the better. The son changed the way he thinks and feels about his father, which immediately changes what he attracts from his father. Even though the son was being grateful in his mind, at an energetic and quantum level, the son's gratitude will have a magical effect on his relationship with his father. Provided he maintains his gratitude, by the law of attraction, the son must receive far better circumstances with his father, and their relationship must begin to improve immediately. ये बुक बोल रही है आपको किसी को कुछ बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. एनर्जी लेवल पे आप अपनी थॉट्स और फीलिंग्स अगर सामने वाले के लिए चेंज कर लेते हो, तो सामने वाले को ऑटोमेटिकली वो फील हो जाता है, वो रिलेशनशिप ऑटोमेटिकली ट्रांसफॉर्म होने लग जाएगी. Remember, you can tell your gratitude is working by the way that you feel. You should feel a lot better about the situation after practicing gratitude. The first evidence of gratitude's magical power working is your feelings lifting. So, when you do feel better about it, you know the situation will improve and the situation will appear. The solutions will appear. सारा का सारा ट्रैकिंग है ना अपनी लाइफ की क्वालिटी का, अपनी फीलिंग से है. तो अपने आप को अपन को मेक श्योर करना है कि अपन अपनी फीलिंग्स को अप रखें इन एवरी एरिया ऑफ योर लाइफ. जिस एरिया ऑफ लाइफ में आपको लो फील हो रहा है, आपको अच्छा फील नहीं हो रहा, उस एरिया ऑफ लाइफ में कंप्लेन्स है, ग्रैटिट्यूड नहीं है, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ लैक ऑफ ग्रैटिट्यूड ब्रेक डाउन है. The answer to any negative situation you want to resolve is to focus concentrated gratitude on it until you feel better inside. Then you will see the magic work its wonder in the outside world. In making your written list, make sure you list each of the 10 things you are grateful for in the following way. I'm so grateful for, or I'm truly grateful for, and finish the sentence with what you are grateful for. You can use Walt Disney's way of using gratitude's magical power if you find it easier. I'm so glad that the situation which is not working for me is my health. So I'm not working out, and I'm just not able to lose weight, and it has been on the loop. So I will practice concentrated gratitude in the field of health. So I'm so glad that um, that I have guidance of the dietitian and a doctor, which are best in their fields, and I just have to follow them. I'm so glad that I know how to lose weight and I know how to manifest perfect health, and I have good stamina and flexibility, and at least I am healthy. It's just that I wish to have better flexibility and better energy. So I'm so glad that I have a desire to improve health. I'm so glad that I have awareness to improve health. I'm so glad that my whole body is in perfect condition of working. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. So once you have listed 10 things you are grateful for, finish the magical way out of negativity practice by writing thank you for the perfect resolution. ये चीज मैं है ना प्रैक्टिस करके कल शेयर करती हूँ ब्रेक थ्रू. मुझे हेल्थ में ब्रेक थ्रू चाहिए. मुझे हेल्थ में ब्रेक थ्रू चाहिए एंड मुझे बिजनेस में ब्रेक थ्रू चाहिए इन टर्म्स ऑफ ग्रोथ एंड स्केलेबिलिटी. So I am taking on that I will concentratedly practice gratitude for work and health. And just for today, see if you can get through one day without saying anything negative. आज अपने बिजनेस के बारे में या वट एवर एरिया ऑफ लाइफ यू चूज टू वर्क ऑन, उसके लिए कसम खा लो कि एक भी नेगेटिव चीज ना सोचोगे ना बोलोगे. इट मे बी अ चैलेंज बट सी इफ यू कैन मेक इट थ्रू वन डे. There is an important reason to do this because most of us have no idea how much we speak negatively. We complain and we are not even aware how much of us speak negatively. So today's challenge is that the area you have chosen to work on, make sure that you don't say anything negative about it today. There is an important reason to do this. Most of us have no idea how much we speak negatively, but you will have an idea after watching your words for a day. Remember that negativity and complaint bring more of those things. And if you're aware of what you are saying, you can stop and decide if you want the consequences of what you are about to say. Here is a magic lifeline you can use if you notice yourself thinking or saying something negative. Stop immediately and say, but I have to say, I'm really grateful for. But I have to say, I'm really grateful for that in last 3-4 days, I've controlled my weight and I've lost 1 kg again. But I have to say, I'm really grateful for I am following intermediate fasting and I have eating healthy and I'm eating nutritious food. But I have to say, I'm really grateful that for like in my work, I have started planning on the paper. I've started mind mapping the whole framework of things I want to achieve, and I've written the goals in my work and I'm working towards them. Finish the rest of the sentence with something, anything that you are grateful for. Take this magic lifeline with you and grab a hold of it wherever you need it. ये बोल रहा है ये magic lifeline है. Whenever you think and you're going to speak anything negative, stop immediately and say, but I have to say, but that I'm really grateful for. You can practice this in your relationship also. So if you're working in a relationship with your spouse, you have to stop immediately whenever you are complaining to the other person or thinking negative about the person. And you have to say, but I have to say that I'm really grateful for that my spouse at least does this or that, or at least has been nice to me before, or at least he's going and working and earning. At least he has brains to work, or whatever, At least he has given me two beautiful children, something like that. And if any little problem or situations appears in the future, remember to put out the embers with gratitude before it grows into a fire. आग लगे उससे पहले उसको बुझा दो by practicing gratitude. At the same time, you will ignite the magic in your life when you're practicing gratitude. Magic practice number 7, the magical way out of the negativity. Number 1, count your blessings, make a list of 10 blessings, write why you are grateful, reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Count your blessing और ये वाली practice अलग अलग है. 2 exercises हैं. Count your blessings तो करनी ही करनी है. उसके बाद choose one problem or negative situation in your life that you most want to resolve. List 10 things that you are grateful for about the negative situation. And at the end of the list, write thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. Just for today, if you can get through one day without saying anything negative, आज पूरे दिन भर में किसी भी चीज के लिए कोई नेगेटिव नहीं बोलना. If you notice yourself thinking or saying something negative, use the magic lifeline. Stop immediately and say, but I have to say that I'm really grateful for. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. Okay, very nice. I'm going to stop myself from saying negative about my work, which I generally do. And 3-4 baje tak na, I feel like I'm totally exhausted. So I want to transform that I'm working joyously and not with pressure when I'm working and not with tension and stress. Anybody who wants to ask anything before we end for today? Anything? Okay, I'm stopping the recording.
Okay, thank you, Richa.